Hi guys, thanks for joining in on another one of my YouTube videos of growing Corey J Dynamics. And I decided to make some updates with my business, and I'm also going to be making some updates as far as my YouTube videos. So, first things first, I decided to make, instead of doing weekly YouTube videos, I'm going to be doing them bi-weekly, so every other week, just so I could focus on my businesses and trying to scale them. They're still new, so I'm going to have to be putting in a lot of work and doing it full-time, 30-40 hours a week or more, maybe 50, but it's just I need to focus on those and scale them. Just focus on my business, my new business for now. I will still be posting weekly podcast episodes, and they'll still be streamed on Spotify. But for the YouTube, it's just going to be one video every 2 weeks. So, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So the other updates I'm going to talk about are involving my business or businesses. I know in previous episodes, or my last episode even, I talked about turning my company, my first business, Corey J Dynamics LLC, into a parent or a holding company. But after a reply from a business associate or a colleague of mine on Facebook, he suggested to start scaling my first business before I could even create or form a holding or parent company. And I agreed with him. I think he's right. At first I didn't, but now it just makes sense. So although I was going to turn Corey J Dynamics into a parent or holding company, I decided to start another, not to start another company, but just change the purpose of my business and actually provide services. So I know in previous episodes I talked about my digital marketing and SEO agency. I was trying to create a company for that. So instead, for Corey J Dynamics, that's going to be my SEO and technology firm. So, and I'm not going to, or I'm going to put a hold on the parent or holding company. So Corey J Dynamics, my limited liability company, is going to be a service-based business, and it's going to be providing technical SEO as well as software services to business websites. And I'm still going to, or I still plan on starting a startup biotech company. I just don't know when that's going to be. It could be 3 or 4 months from now. I still plan on working with my team and developing it, getting back to the drawing board, and just doing my research on it, on different companies, and as far as what we're going to do as far as building a prototype for a biotech device. Hopefully, or the plan is to do it in CRISPR for genes. So that's what I like, is genetic testing and genetic engineering. I was a biology major in college. I took a lot of upper level biology classes, so I like that. But that's for the biotech startup, and that's going to be months from now as far as actually starting the business with my team. But right now I'm focusing on my SEO marketing agency, so trying to scale that up. And I know it falls under digital marketing services and even SEO, but what's going to differentiate my firm from other firms out there is I'm going to focus more on the technical aspects of SEO, and as far as business websites, specifically in the back end part. So problems that business websites are facing that are slowing their ranking, but are also slowing the site speed, that's also affecting the website's response. So even though it is going to be SEO, and I am going to utilize different softwares and tools, I can't really use Google Analytics, or I could use Google Console, but that's more for my own website. But I'm going to be using different softwares and tools online, some of which I have to pay for, but one of them is an SEO audit report or an SEO audit tool. Other software tools are, I guess you can call them like a site health check audit, where they just check your website for any technical or coding errors that's negatively affecting your website, that's slowing down the page load speed. So when users go to your website, for your business website, and they pay for products or services, and that's, in my case, I'm still intending to target law firms and accounting firms. But when they provide a service and the load speed, or the website load speed, is really slow, then that could really affect acquisition, returning customers or returning users. And I have my own website, so I do have roughly 1 to 2 years experience in SEO and digital marketing. I have over a year experience in Google Analytics on websites that I've designed in over a year ago. And but that's just what I like. I know I've talked about in the past about me being in insurance, financial services, but I just saw those types of industries as really pushy sales, and I'm not like that. I don't like to push sales on other people, because a lot of that's outbound calls, and that really makes me uncomfortable. So that's why I decided to turn my company, my business, Corey J Dynamics, into a full SEO and technology service business. And even though it is strictly SEO, technical SEO, there is going to be a lot of also software and technology services that I intend to provide to my clients. So a lot of it is software development or website development. I can't code myself. I know a little bit about CSS, but I just don't trust myself working on other people's coding as far as the back end of their website. I don't trust myself enough to be working on the CSS, HTML even, or even some advanced programming languages like CS or JavaScript, PHP, C++, and those are pretty complex languages for websites, and I just don't want to be held liable for damaging or breaking somebody's website. So right now I'm not going to be doing that. In the SEO audit report that checks your website's health, it will show whether your website is running slow. The recommended speed for a website, for any page on a website, is less than 5 seconds. But if it's more than that, then it's a slow website, and that could really affect users and how they perceive your website and your business. If it's too slow, then they'll leave and go to one of your competitors. But on the auto report, it will show if your website is slow and how fast it's loading, and it'll also show it'll pinpoint the reasons why your website's so slow, why it's loading so slow, and it'll show some auto reports will specifically explain why it is, whether it's something in your language, whether it's something like a dirty CSS code or a PHP code or JavaScript. So, like I said, I can't do that right now because I'm not qualified. So it's probably going to be focusing on other technical aspects of the website, such as URLs, anchor tags or links, meta tag descriptions, title tags, errors with the images on your website, favicons, permalinks. But when it comes to other technical problems that involve more technical and complex problems, like if it's like a 404 error page on your website, then that's going to require an experienced professional programmer or software engineer or developer. So right now, since my business is just started, I just barely started offering these services. Then, right now, I can't afford a professional programmer, but hopefully in the next, I would say at least 3 to 4 months, or at least the first 3 to 5 months, I intend to hire a highly qualified CTO, which is a Chief Technical Officer, and this employee is going to be cleaning up the dirty code, any kind of code that's not clean, and just correcting any coding mistakes on the website, regardless if it's CSS, JavaScript, C++, Python. And this person, when I hire them, he or she's going to have strict requirements. They're going to have either a bachelor's degree or years of experience in this type of industry, in this type of, they have to have that specialized skill in programming and coding, and they need that professional experience. So I am going to hire someone for that. So that's one of the services that my company is going to provide to my clients for their websites. And right now I'm in the process of getting E&O insurance for myself, just for my business, for Corey J Dynamics, because I am going to be helping people with some technical issues with their website. But as far as the coding, the programming, I'm going to leave that till later on, until I could have someone that has more skills and experience than me as far as the coding part. But right now it's just simple corrections with the website, correcting simple technical errors, and that's slowing down their website and affecting their SEO ranking or Google ranking. That's affecting users from visiting their website. That's also affecting returning visitors. And I use Google Analytics myself, Google Search Console, but those analytic tools are, I would say, they're fairly limited in some areas, whereas a complete website audit report or tool will have a complete breakdown of everything that's wrong with your website, whether it's a technical issue or something wrong with the content. But with my company, it's going to provide not only technical SEO services, but as the months go by, I'm going to provide technical and programming services to my clients to fix these problems with their websites. And even though it does in a way fall under digital marketing, there is going to be some software and technology or technological services that I'm going to provide. And I am going to provide additional E&O insurance, but for now I just need E&O insurance on myself. And if you guys want to, or if my clients want to pay me, I'm in the process of getting a merchant account set up that's going to be connected to my website, and that's going to be my point of sale. And that's where I'm going to accept Visa and debit. Debit and credit card payments. So, but yeah, that's what my new business is going to be about. I do believe it has a lot of potential, and I believe this will help me get some traction with my biotech company, my startup biotech company, with my team, because both of them do fall into the technology industry. So, but that's why I decided to change the purpose of my company, Corey J Dynamics. I don't like pushing other people for sales, whether it's like I'm not trying to discredit or say that real estate agents or insurance agencies or financial services I'm not saying those aren't good services. They do provide valuable services. I just don't see myself doing that. I just don't like doing a lot of cold calling, outbound calling to, acquire clients and build my book of business. I'd rather do that with my SEO and technology firm, because, that's what I like. Like I said, I have 1 or 2 years experience in SEO, as well as, web analytics experience. So, it's what I like, and I've wanted to do this for some time now. I would say a year or over a year, and now I have my own business, my own company. So that's why I decided not to turn it into a holding company and just turn it into a my own technical SEO firm and technology firm. And I think this is the right move for me, and I think this is the right time. I haven't had this business, or I haven't registered my business for that long, just over a month. So that's why I think right now is the best time to do this, and I believe it will be scaled. And I just once I get the merchant accounts set up and start getting these SEO audit reports, these software tools to site check and audit these websites and find the errors of their website, whether it's in the coding or some other part of the website that's affecting the website speed, or that's also affecting the response, whether it's responsive or not. But I believe it will be scaled, and I will keep you guys updated about this business and any other businesses that I decide to form. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated, and I'll let you know as far as anything else. And like I said, I'm going to be doing my YouTube shows bi-weekly, unlike my podcast show, Visualize with Optimism. That one I'm going to be doing every week. But like I said, I just need to focus on my new business and trying to grow it and scale it. So thanks for listening in on me. You can listen in on my podcast, Visualize with Optimism. You can Listen to it on Spotify. And if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and if you want to, you can visit my website. There's really not much content to post on there because it's mostly a service-based business, but I'm still trying to develop my website even more. But yeah, if you want to visit my website, check it out. Let me know what you think. I know it still has a lot of work to do. But yeah, so thanks again for listening in. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks.